and yes, feel much welcome. By the way, it's humbling, and don't forget to subscribe after watching this video. And yeah, karibuni sana. Get a virtual tea from me. So guys, today we're going to tackle the issue of toxic parents. The reason why I felt like I should talk on this issue of toxic parents, and you know, a parent is somebody who takes care of you. It's not a must that ni mtu mwenye amekuza, ni mtu mwenye amekulea, like they have a responsibility over your life. Unaishi under their roof, they're in charge of everything, as in kama ni chakula yako, mavazi yako, penye unalala. They are anybody who is in charge of that, na mwenye you like look at them as a parent or as a guardian. Sawa. So the reason why I felt like tackling this issue, it's because of the high rise of the mental health issues on our teenagers and our youths, because those are the people who still live under somebody's roof. And in a way, I just felt like maybe some of these issues are caused by the toxic parents that they live with. Maybe the depression, the stresses that they undergo, some of them are promoted by those toxic people. And maybe you do not know that you're a toxic parent. Maybe for you, it's a norm. We uko hivyo, you don't feel like there is an issue with you. But I think after tackling this issue, we will be able to identify, or somebody mwenyewe atajeza kuji-identify, am I toxic? So what should I do to change from this toxicity? Because for me, I feel like I give it my all to these people. I don't feel the toxicity. You know, sometimes kuna those behaviors that we do, but we do not really know that they have a negative impact towards those people who surround us. So who is a toxic parent? Because maybe some of us, this is the first time you're hearing about toxic parent. Now, hey, what is toxicity? Who is a toxic parent? So I'll just read. A toxic parent, they are parents who behave in ways that cause guilt, fear, or obligation in their children. A toxic parent is more concerned with their needs than whether what they are doing is harmful or damaging to the child. These toxic parents, they likely won't apologize or even admit that what they are doing is wrong. And the abuse or neglect tends to be ongoing or progressive. As in, they do something, but it's not isolated. It's something that will continue progressing. Unapata asubuhi amekutupia kikombe, jioni amekuja amekuita ng'ombe, anakuja maybe anafanya, maybe you are undergoing an issue, you want to talk to them, they even don't have that time for you. That is a toxic parent. And pengine hawajui. And so if maybe you are living with such kind of people, just find a place in your heart to forgive them, because maybe they don't know. Maybe even though maybe pia alilelewa na maybe for them they just feel it's okay. So don't put a grudge with these people, because maybe hawajui. Unaona? So so we are going to the characteristics of a toxic parent, because the way I've just said earlier, some of them might not know that they are toxic. So maybe when I just mention these characteristics, they'll be able to identify, oh, so I'm toxic. So, and then the later video, I will talk about the solutions to this. Okay? So the first characteristic of a toxic parent, they have a self-centered behavior. A self-centered person is a kind of person who anajifikiria yeye. Nona, like, sina time yako, I just think about me, and it's all about me and me alone. And you know, an issue with parenthood, you can't be self-centered, because you have to be selfless such that you have kids. Imagine unapata kamshahara, I'm giving an example, that is, unapata kamshahara, even though how little it is, as long as you're a parent, you just have to be selfless. Hiyo pesa ndio utashare na huyo mtoto ama hao watoto. You see? So for toxic parents, they are self-centered, such that they don't think about the people who are dependent on them, those are their kids, or they, be it adopted or be it their own kids. They don't think about those people, they just think about themselves. It's me and me alone, unapata. And the self-centered peer, such that they can also be emotionally unavailable, narcissistic or uncaring when it comes to things that you need. Hiyo ya kwanza yenye tumesema mambo na material things, they don't provide, they just think about themselves. They don't, you see the way a parent can go to a supermarket, aone nguo kule, mtoto wangu fulani hii nguo itamtosha, ama aende sokoni aone matunda kule, let me buy it for my kids. For toxic parents, they don't have that in mind. They just think about themselves. They even don't know, mtoto wangu alilalaje, if maybe they are far away. They even don't bother communicating with their kids. They even don't bother talking to their kids. They even don't, you see, they're emotionally unavailable, such that, we are told that a child needs both parents, that is the mother and the father. So unapata that portion where maybe if it's let's see, maybe kuna ile portion, the role that certain parent is supposed to play, haplay. Hata tu ile kubother, let me call my child sijui to confirm what, they don't. So they are emotionally unavailable. Even they are detached from their kids. Yes, for him or for her, they will just be like telling people they have a kid, but they are not there for those kids. Another thing, physical and verbal abuse. Physical abuse, it's a matter of they constantly beat at the child. And sometimes they have just done a petty mistake, kama kuvunja sahani, unapata ashamgonga kofi, and accidents do happen. Amepoteza pesa, ama maybe ametumwa dukani akasahau kununua kitu, umemtusi, sasa wewe ng'ombe, vitu ka hizo. You're behaving in a toxic manner, you're behaving in a toxic way. Another thing, the controlling behaviors. You want to control, okay, there's that concern ya kama mzazi, you need to be concerned, mtoto wangu ako wapi, ana hang out na watu wa aina gani, who are my kids friends and all. But ikifika kwa stage where you want to control your kids privacy, you want to even you want to control the decisions that they make in life and all, as in hautaki kusikiza opinion yake, ni wewe kusema kwa sababu wewe ni mzazi. You're being toxic with that kid. Allow them to make their own decisions, allow them to make friends, na akimake how friends, hapo ndio sasa maybe umwambie, unaweza mguide, usitembee na so and so, cause mimi na feel kama mzazi hii na hii, cause parents know better. But don't control them such that you also want to choose for them friends, you also want to choose for them what to wear, what not to wear. Okay, kuna zile nguo zenye I know, but that kid also has their own taste. Allow them to also venture into their tastes. Don't be too much controlling with them, such that hauwapatii ile open space ya pia wao waweze kumake their own decisions, na I feel like sasa pia yeye hata time yenye atakuwa independent, he can also just make their own decisions freely. Unajua, when you become so controlling with your child, the day atapata hiyo freedom, my friend, you will cry, because atafanya even some things atafanya maybe not out of yeye kutaka kufanya, but out of because I am free. The way somebody ameachiliwa, something yenye imeshikiliwa alafu iachiliwe, it will be messy thing. So allow them to make those decisions and to be free wakati bado wako na wewe, so that hata akitoka kwako aende akiishi kivyake, they will live in the right manner, because they already know how to make these decisions and all. But control wakati uko na yeye, you want to make the decisions for them, my friend, you will cry the day they will get that chance of leaving your premises or your home. And then the last point, it's the lack of boundaries. It reaches a point where a parent, you just have to have boundaries with your kid. Yeah, it just reaches that time that you should have boundaries with them. Let me read here and then explain. They do not respect you as a person, and they truly do not understand there is truly a boundary that they should not cross. For example, kuna age yenye inafika mzazi, maybe kama ni mtoto mgonjwa ndio utaanza kuingia kwa room yake nini and take care of them, but kama ni mtoto ako physically fit and all, you have to even kuingia kwa room yake akifika a certain stage, you have to know those boundaries, you have to respect them as persons, you have to respect their privacy. Kitu kama diary, you can't just pick up the diary and then start reading and all. You can't just pick up their phone and start like looking who do they chat with, what do they chat and all. You have to have that boundary with them, give them that privacy that they deserve. And if you do that, your kid will continue respecting you. But if you break the boundary of their privacy and all, mtoto wako ataanza kukudharau na italeta tu shida. So yeah, those are the only types of the 4 characteristics of a toxic parent that I had, and hope they will be of assistance to you. And yes, guys, thank you for your time, and till next time, bye bye.